Hi, I'm Mr. C, the teacher, and with over 28 years of experience teaching in the public education system, I've specialized in teaching early primary grades. That's for children ages 5 to 8. And the lessons I've created here are the same ones I use in my classroom on a daily basis. I've created hundreds of lessons in every possible curriculum area. So grab your tools for school and join in with our lessons, or just sit back and watch along with us. Let's do some learning together, because you're watching Lessons from the Classroom. Let's take a look at the idea of spelling and what it takes to learn spelling at an early primary grade, kindergarten, grade 1, grade 2. Lots of teachers in the older grades will assign a list of 8 or 10 words, and students can study that list of 8 or 10 words, learning how to spell them, and then at the end of the week they might have their test and do really well. But the fact is, that's just rote memory, and within 2 or 3 weeks, that same student who aced their test probably won't remember how to write most of those words. That rote memory doesn't last very long. And there's not really a lot of sense into just having a random set of words. So the spelling program that I run with is called a word family ending spelling program. So obviously in this example, on UNC words, all of the words end with the same word family ending, the same word ending. In this case, the idea is that if a student can sound out the word punk, they can get dunk, or sunk, or junk, or bunk. And it becomes less about memorizing how to spell these words, and in fact I don't even have a test at the end of the week. It becomes more about learning how to read. And really that's what spelling should be about, connecting those reading skills, connecting that phonological awareness of knowing the sounds of the letters and what they do when they get blended together. The next progress that happens with a lot of students is that they start discovering new words that have unk in it, or they might discover some words that don't just end in unk, but maybe have unk in the middle, or who knows, maybe even a word ending that they learn that actually becomes a word starting. So really what it does is it helps children not just with spelling words, but with learning to read. So when I teach spelling, I do it with 2 different methods. One method for teaching students spelling in the classroom is simply to have the students take a workbook, and I like the workbooks that are half lined and half picture area. I then just simply have students copy the 6 words and add a picture, along with their date and their title. Often they'll copy those words either from the board or from maybe a monitor like what's behind me. But another method I use, especially with the younger children, is simply to print off the word family ending with my computer in a nice large font, making sure I leave a space here with which to add the different beginnings to. I like to take the paper and I just simply slide it into a plastic sleeve to protect it. And then with some Play-Doh or silly putty or maybe even slime, you can then shape letters to go right over top and add the letter that goes at the beginning. I usually get kids to take their Play-Doh or silly putty, whatever that's homemade or store-bought, to take chunks of it, roll it between their hands to make what I call snakes. And then with some snakes, they can simply cover over top of the letters till they have the word ending covered, and then form different letters for the beginning. And this is great for children who are younger or children that have fine motor skills and difficulties holding a pencil. So in today's spelling lessons, let's look at the word family ending for ab and for ad. The spelling ending we're looking at today has the letters A, B. AB makes the word ending sound ab, ab. I've got my Play-Doh, so let's cover the letters and begin. Okay, I've used my Play-Doh to cover the letters A, B for ab. Ab. Now we need to make some letters to put in the front. If I put the letter C in front, I get k, k, cab. Cab, that's short for taxi cab, a car that you pay money to travel in. Cab. If I put the letter L in front, I get lab. Lab. Lab can be short for laboratory, where scientists work. Lab can also be short for Labrador Retriever, a type of dog. You might have a chocolate lab or a golden lab dog for a pet. Lab. If I stick the letter G and the letter R, I get the consonant blend grr, grr, grab, grab, to snatch something, to grab something away. If I put the letters S, C in front, I get the consonant blend sk, sk, scab, scab. That's when you hurt yourself. You get a cut, and the cut dries over with crusted blood. It's a scab. If I put a C and an R in front, I get the consonant blend cur, cur, crab, crab. A crab lives in the sea. A crab. If I put the letters B, L in front, I get the consonant blend bull, bull, blab, blab. To blab is to talk a lot. Blab. What words can you make from the ab word ending? Ab. All right, let's talk about proper pencil grip. So when you take your hand, you want to put your pinky finger and this finger down. Sometimes I find it's easier to put something underneath those fingers to hold on to, like a little bit of Play-Doh or maybe something flat like a coin. You want to take these three fingers, your thumb and your two fingers, and you want to pinch them together. We call this the tripod grip. You'll get this nice teardrop shape in here. So these two fingers are down, these three fingers are pinching. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my pencil right around where the paint starts. There we go. Got my pencil there. And now I just take my finger and I just flip the pencil up and around. And there we go. I'm holding it with my three fingers right about where the paint starts. And I've got these two fingers held down. When I write, I want to make sure my arm is flat on the desk so that I'm writing with my arm flat. Don't let your arm come up. Keep your arm down flat. And that's proper pencil grip. Okay, so for today's spelling, we're going to look at words that end in AB or ab. Words like cab, lab, grab, scab, blab, crab, nab. They all rhyme because they all end in the same ending, AB. Because we know what our word ending is, we can actually set our page up before we even start knowing what the words are. So let's begin. We'll start with the date up at the top. You put whatever date it is for you. For me here today, it is September the 20th. Put my date. I'm going to put my title, A, B, on the top line right there in the center. And then I'm going to do my numbering. I'm going to put 1, skip a line or even 2 lines, 2, skip a couple lines, 3. I can fold the page here to find the middle of my page and put my numbers 4, 5, and 6. And because I know my ending, I just know that my endings are all going to be the same, but my beginning different. What I can do is I can put a line like this for that beginning part. It's going to be different for each question. So a line after 2 and a line after 3, a line after the 4, after the 5, after the 6. And again, because I know all my endings are the same, I can go ahead and put my endings in. A, B is going to come after that line. A, B. A, B. On number 4, 4, line, A, B. Number 5, after the line, A, B. And number 6, after the line, A, B. Hey, now my page is all set up. All I have to do now is look at what letter or 2 letters or even 3 letters might come in front of my ab ending. Let's take a closer look at our words today on our screen. So we have the word cab, taxi cab. Lab, that's a type of a dog named a Labrador, or a scientific laboratory, a lab. Grab. Scab, that's when a cut heals over. Blab, that's to talk. And of course, crab. Let's take a look at those words and put in our beginnings. So number 1, cab, the letter that's in yellow that's missing and needs to be in front of my AB, is a hard C. Cab. Number 2, my letter that's missing in front is an L for lab, so I can go ahead and put my L in. Number 3 has 2 letters. It's grab, so it has a G, and it also has an R for that grab. Number 4 on my screen has an S and a C. That makes the sound sk, scab. Number 5, the missing letters are B, L. So I'm going to put my B and my L to give me that consonant blend, bowl, blab. And number 6 is a C and an R. That hard C and that R sound is going to go crab. All right, I have my 6 words along with my date and my title. What I need now is a colored picture of something. I think I might draw a crab. Here's our crab's body. Little eyes. I'm going to make this a boy crab. And a boy crab, one claw is bigger than the other one. And crabs have 8 legs. So I'm going to give them one leg, another leg, another leg, another leg. 1, 2, 3, 4 on that side. You don't have to draw a crab of like me. You can draw anything else you want. There we go. There's my crab. You need some color though. I think I'll make this an orangey red crab. I'm going to give him some red here. I think I'll blend some orange in as well. And last, I'm going to write what my picture is. It's a crab. C-R-A-B. Crab. And there's my finished work. Today's spelling ending has the letters A, D. That makes the rhyming word ending of add. Add. I like to take a little ball of plasticine, break it up into a small piece, roll it into my hands to make a snake. And then that snake we can use to cover the letters. So let's get started and cover our letters A, D. Okay, we've got our AD covered with our Play-Doh. Add. Let's add some letters to the front to make some words. If I add the letter D to the front, I get the word dad. Dad. If I add the letter B to the front, I get bad. Bad. If I add the letter P to the front, I get pad. Like a iPad, for example. iPad, or a pad of paper. Pad. If I add the letter S to the front, I get sad. Sad, to feel sad. If I add the letter M to the front, I get mad. Mad, another feeling. Mad. If I add the letters G and L, I get the blend of glad. Glad. That's like being happy. Glad. What words can you make from the add ending? Add. All right, let's talk about proper pencil grip. So when you take your hand, you want to put your pinky finger and this finger down. Sometimes I find it's easier to put something underneath those fingers to hold on to, like a little bit of Play-Doh or maybe something flat like a coin. You want to take these three fingers, your thumb and your two fingers, and you want to pinch them together. We call this the tripod grip. You'll get this nice teardrop shape in here. So these two fingers are down, these three fingers are pinching. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my pencil right around where the paint starts. There we go. Got my pencil there. And now I just take my finger and I just flip the pencil up and around. And there we go. I'm holding it with my three fingers right about where the paint starts. And I've got these two fingers held down. When I write, I want to make sure my arm is flat on the desk so that I'm writing with my arm flat. Don't let your arm come up. Keep your arm down flat. And that's proper pencil grip. Okay, today's spelling is going to be for the word family or word ending of add. A-D, add. Like words like dad, bad, pad, sad, mad, or glad. Let's set up our page to begin with. We need the date at the top. Today's date here for me happens to be September the 22nd. But you put whatever date is your date. Now, let's get our title in here as well. It's A-D word endings. So I'll put a title right there at the top for AD. And let's set up our page with the numbers. 1, we'll skip a couple lines. 2, skip a couple lines. 3, and then down the center of my page, which I can find by folding, right where the fold line is, I'll put my 4, 5, and 6 for my 6 words. Now the beginning of my word is going to have a different letter each time, so I'm going to put a line for that different letter that's going to appear in front of each one of the words. There's a line after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a line after 6. And after the line, I can put my word ending, which is going to be the same for all 6 words. A-D, 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 A-D. Now I've got my page all set up to do my add words. Let's take a closer look at the words today on our list. So for word number 1, we've got the word dad. Number 2, bad. Number 3, pad, a writing pad. Number 4, sad. Number 5, mad. And number 6, another word for happy, is glad. Let's copy those words in by just putting in our first letter, the yellow letters. So word number 1 is dad. I need to put a D here on the line. Dad. Word number 2 is bad. I need a B on number 2. Bad. Word number 3 is pad. So I'm going to put a P on pad. Word number 4, sad. I need an S on that line for sad. Word number 5, our missing letter, the yellow letter there, is M for mad. And number 6, a little bit of a challenge, it's 2 letters. We need a G and an L for that consonant blend, glad. Another word for happy, glad. All right, I just need a picture to go along with my AD words. I think I'm going to draw a sad face. There's my sad face. It just needs some color now. And I always like to label my pictures so I know what they're about. This is a picture of sad, an AD word. And there's my finished spelling for add word endings. Thanks for joining me today in our lesson. I hope to see you again soon. I hope you had some fun, worked on some new skills, and maybe learned something new as well. Join me next time on another episode of Lessons from the Classroom. Bye for now. For some more great videos by Mr. C the teacher, go to Google and do a search for Mr. C's full name, Chris Castellarin, under YouTube. So type in Chris Castellarin YouTube, and you'll find plenty more videos.